You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Y&R fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early edition Young and the Restless spoilers for Monday, October 16th through Friday, October 20th. I'm so excited to bring you these. There's a hint of danger. There's secret keeping. There's all kinds of stuff to look forward to. But real quick, since we are still only partially through the current week of episodes, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what's happening Wednesday through Friday, the 11th through the 13th, because you need these spoilers in your brain for context for next week's early edition spoilers. So I'm just going to whip through these real quick, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. All right, on Wednesday, October 11th, Tucker is eavesdropping on the Abbott mansion thanks to the bug in the bonsai tree, and he overhears Jack saying that he wished Phyllis would agree to work with them against Tucker, and then Jack mentions that he got a text from Phyllis. Meanwhile, a little bit later, Tucker runs into Phyllis and slings some accusations about her working against him. She denies it. She also denies it when Danny asks her about being stuck between their grudge match. She slithers away and meets Jack over at Society. Turns out she did hack Tucker's laptop as he asked and tells him the bad guy bought a bug. Phyllis wants to know if doing this makes them square, and Jack's like, no, I don't think so, but it is a good start. Jack runs back to the mansion, and he searches the tree after shushing Diane and Kyle. He finds the bug, he puts the tree outside, and then he tells him about it and says he wants to leave it in place because he wants to feed Tucker false info. Yep, he is outsmarting the bad guy, and I am there for it. Also, Daniel is hiding something huge from Lily Winters. They have a nice talk. He mentions to her about his mom coming to work. There's also a scene of Devon talking to Abby about issues with his dad, her mom, revenge, stuff like that. But Daniel also talking about his mom coming to Omegasphere, and he makes a lot of small talk with Lily. They make plans to get lunch, but then he's getting a text from Heather Stevens, who's talking about how excited she and Lucy are to be moving back to Genoa City. That's info he should share with his girlfriend, but he does not. Then on Thursday, October 12th, we've got Audra setting up some ground rules for Claire Grace. So that spoiler sounds a bit weird because why is Audra setting ground rules? So it almost makes it sound like they're conspiring, but then a whole different set of spoilers on TV Guide says it's Nikki setting the ground rules. So I'm going to trust TV Guide, even though the other one came from a source that I also consider reputable, because it makes more sense that Nikki is setting ground rules for Claire since she's the boss of her. All right, Victor Newman's family worries after something he does. It looks like he's implementing a plan and they're not liking it. They're worried about what's going on. And Nick reaches a decision about his future with Sally on Thursday. This should be the day that he tells her he wants to break up, to give her time and space to figure out what and who she wants. So it's like they're going on a break, but maybe it is a breakup, maybe it's not. I know those of you who want her with Adam definitely hope it's a breakup. I hope it's a breakup. So we'll see. Friday, October 13th rolls around and hell freezes over in Genoa City because Victoria decides to give her little brother Adam the benefit of the doubt. That has to come with an agenda. She has to be plotting something. Maybe she wants to weaponize Adam to use him against Victor. I don't even know. I cannot literally think of one other moment in their entire sibling history where Victoria has ever given Adam the benefit of the doubt. Ever, ever, ever. So I'm very interested to see these scenes on Friday. Nick Newman finds a way to connect with his dad, Victor. I'm guessing if he tells Victor that he broke up with Sally, that'll do it because Victor can't stand the fact that he is with the redhead. So we'll see. And Chloe Mitchell has some very good advice for her friend Sally Spectra after Nick called things off with her until she gets her head in whatever place it needs to be. I still am really bothered by the dialogue the other day when Sally was laying around in bed with Nick, and she said, if I can't fall in love with you, what does that say about me? And I'm thinking, it says that you get to decide who you're attracted to. And just because on paper somebody looks like they should be the guy you choose doesn't mean they are. Nick the Stick isn't her guy as far as I'm concerned. All right, now let's dig into the 2-week spoilers for October, the next week early edition spoilers for October 16th through the 20th. And we have got five exciting spoilers for you. The first is Ashley Abbott Fights Back. Eileen Davidson only came around for that longer arc for the 50th anniversary season. We're now in season 51, and she pretty much wrapped her run, but she has agreed to come back and do little guest arcs here and there, but otherwise she's got other stuff that she says she wants to be doing. So Ashley fighting back is very interesting. To me, it has to be about Tucker and what he's pulling. If Jack tells her about Tucker planting the bug in the house and the embezzlement setup with Billy, I'm very interested to see what Ashley does. I'm also interested to see if she's just on a video chat like Jill Abbott does when Jess Walton doesn't want to leave her ranch, or if she's actually coming back to Genoa City. We'll have to wait and see. Victor tests his family. This is a funny spoiler because Victor is always testing his family. In this case, I'm guessing it's all the ones working for him, which would include Adam, Victoria, Nikki. We'll see. Daniel's harboring a secret. I feel like this spoiler is kind of a repeat from this week's spoiler. The secret I'm assuming he's keeping is that Heather and his daughter are moving back to Genoa City. That's something that he should tell Lily. And just by the way, Crystal Khalil should be going out soon on maternity leave. Now, I haven't seen anything where she announced that she'd given birth, but when she was in Monaco for a TV event, that's when she first revealed her baby bump. And that was like the end of June. And she kind of turned in profile and you could see this bump. And just judging for me on the size of my bumps with my pregnancies, I would have guessed her 5 or 6 months. So she may have already given birth and recently and just hasn't announced it yet. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I'm just guesstimating the bump based on my bump experience. And of course, I was pregnant all over, like from head to ankle. You know, she's only pregnant in her belly. So good for her. I wish I could have done it that gracefully. All right. Also, the week of October 16th, Phyllis makes a decision that brings danger. I feel like this has to do with Tucker, right? I mean, I don't know who else in Genoa City would pose a danger to her unless she's decided to take up roller derby or sumo wrestling. I don't know. Also, I just want to address this real quick. I don't know when it's happening, but I do feel like it ties back possibly to this Phyllis in danger spoiler. There was a behind the scenes pic of Summer at the hospital. I'll show it to you again. And all you see is at the hospital and you see Summer at the hospital bed. I've mentioned this before, and some people are certain that it's Harrison because he missed his grandparents' vow renewal because he had a fever. But I'll say two things. First, Kyle and Summer mentioned that his fever was down. And second, it's pretty routine on soap operas that they make excuses like that because it's very hard to work at big multi-day events like that with child actors because he's just a little kid. He's only allowed to work a very small amount of time a day. So that's why, they use baby dolls instead of actual babies, and they only pull out the kids when they actually have to, just because it's so hard to work it. And especially, I'm sure they were shooting the wedding scene over a couple of days, and that just would have been really hard to swing. And they could have brought him in for a scene and then taken him away, but then you have to bring him in, pay him for that day. So I just feel like the whole Harrison fever thing was just an excuse to not have Kellen Enriquez on set. That's what I think. And I still maintain that since Phyllis has a danger spoiler, maybe it's her in the hospital. Some people are saying maybe it's Chance. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. And of course, we don't know when this summer hospital scene was shot. It was a leaked photo that came out last week, and they generally shoot about 4 weeks ahead. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I just wanted to give you guys some food for thought on why I actually don't think it's Harrison that she's there for. All right. That is all of the early edition spoilers I have. If you enjoyed this, please click like. Definitely click subscribe if you haven't already, and drop your comments. I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about all of this, and the Sally and Nick breakup, Victor testing his family, Ashley fighting back, all of that. Let me know what you guys think. I love reading your comments, and I love talking soaps with you guys every single day. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.